Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to share with you my top experiences of traveling to Amsterdam, the capital of the Netherlands. It is one of the world's most famous and exotic places where streets are lined with beautiful canals almost everywhere you go. It was my first stop on my 1-month backpacking trip across Europe. I really enjoyed the scenes of the beautiful houses that are built along the canals. It was so different than what I was used to, and so I immediately fell in love with the city. The city is very convenient for biking, and I was traveling everywhere on a bike that I had rented. I was able to take a canal cruise and see all the architecture and houseboats around the city. I would say that the cruise is one of the best introductions to the city, where you're able to see amazing views, and the tour guide will be able to explain to you all the interesting facts about the city along the way. There's no better way to understand the history of a city than having a canal tour around Amsterdam. On my first day, I was very excited to go to Anne Frank's house, which is a place that I was looking forward to seeing the most and have booked online in advance. It is one of the most popular destinations, and there were many people lined up waiting to get in. I have been wanting to visit Anne Frank's secret annex since learning about her incredible story where she was hiding in the secret annex for 2 years from the Nazis during the Holocaust. I was excited and grateful to be able to finally see the historical site firsthand. I was able to see the bookshelf that was the secret entrance to her hideout. I wasn't able to take any photos of her place, but you can view the images on the Anne Frank website where you can see interactive visualizations of the museum. It is definitely worth checking out if you're interested in the history of the Holocaust and World War II. Another museum I went to was the Van Gogh Museum. I don't usually go to many art museums and enjoy spending my time exploring the cities and discovering off-the-path destinations. But I really enjoy this museum, which houses the largest collection of Van Gogh's paintings and drawings in the world. My favorite paintings are The Starry Night and Café Terrace at Night. If you're interested in art, then I would say that it is a must-see. One of my favorite places that I visited was a castle that is just 15 kilometers outside of Amsterdam, a 13th century castle that looks exactly like one from a fairy tale. It was the first castle I have ever visited, and it felt like I was on a movie set from Disney. I was able to get there on a pink bike that I had rented, and it was one of the best travel experiences I have ever had. I went through long winding roads and saw animals such as sheep and was enjoying the relaxing nature and scenery along the way. I biked through alleyways with eye-catching architecture, and it was such a calming and eye-opening experience and really made me appreciate the beauty of the world. I took a tour inside the castle and was intrigued by the furniture and paintings, and it felt like I had traveled back in time to the Middle Ages. There was also a garden outside where I was able to take a walk, and also I walked around the moat and enjoyed my time taking selfies. I had the pleasure of being able to enjoy a traditional multi-course Indonesian meal consisting of different types of meat, salads, and soup. I was very interested to learn that the reason why Indonesian food was so popular in the Netherlands was because Indonesia was colonized by the Dutch in the 1800s. I realized that travel was a lot more educational in teaching me about the history and culture of a country than through reading a textbook. I also learned about the coffee shop culture in Amsterdam and was exposed to the many different types of snacks and products made by one of the world's most famous herbs. I was really fascinated by this cultural norm, which gave me the impression that the Dutch are super open-minded. My accommodation was very cool since I stayed at a hostel across the river from the central station, so I had to take a short ferry ride to get to the city center. This was a really enjoyable part of my trip since it felt like I was staying on an island. Overall, I was very intrigued by the cultural differences and really enjoyed my first destination during my long-awaited Europe trip. Thanks for watching me share my experience traveling in Amsterdam, and I hope to see you guys again.